living in Portugal, there's a ritual, which is we on Sundays we always gathered around a large table, mostly composed of family and some friends, and it was almost like the highlight of the week. Everyone would prepare. My grandmother would bring put some amazing dishes on the table. My father would help. Everybody would go into the kitchen, and it'd be one of those sort of like a 4 or 5 hour lunch that goes into dinner, and it felt like a celebration. It was for me. It was perhaps most of my memories of childhood are like sitting around a table. This is why I've always, or for a while I've been really thinking about developing a concept that is built around the table, because I feel like in a city like London, where everyone's so busy, it's so hard to gather enough people around the table to create an experience. So to be able to sort of update now with fast forwarding fast forwarding from that age until now, and seeing how I've learned a lot about food, I've traveled, I've developed as a chef, to be able to bring that and put those experiences into a project such as Maos has been a lifelong dream. Maos means means hands in Portuguese. I think there's several meanings to it in a sense. I mean, because Maos is it's something that that we touch. It's very tactile. I mean, if you look at the textures here, if you look at where we are, our environment, it feels very tactile. It's also that's how we work. We work with our hands. So the gift of passing things from my hands to yours and to our guests, that connection is very personal. And again, and because the sensitivity that we have in our hands, I think, also showcases in the food. A lot of our guests refer to this as almost like a dinner party, or some of them will think back at their childhood and their memories of sitting around a table of family and friends. So yes, so we tried to bring that back, but in a slightly more polished way. But we also wanted to really capture the guests' imaginations and really get them to see the backstage. Show kitchens, I mean, there's plenty of them out there, but usually there's a pass, and you can see, or there's a back place where everything's happening, and there's a little show kitchen where things are finished off. You don't really see the action, and you can't really just walk through like we can do here. So that is, for me, that's an exciting part of this project, is the fact that the guests, as they walk in, they can actually go straight up to the Molteni and see what's that? What are you cooking? It's not like they're like, oh, there's a nice suite over there. There's something that's happening over there. No, they go in and they ask questions. Sometimes we sear things, we carve it straight for them. If they want to try something, it's very interactive, and it's very. I think it's fun like that, and I think it breaks down those barriers of what dining, the formality that sometimes comes with the food that we're offering here. I mean, the Molteni it's an amazing showpiece. To work with such a tool, I mean, I think every day we come in and we see it. It's like, it reminds us, how fortunate we are, and what an amazing tool we have. Cooking is all about the right tools. If you start with the right tools, then you can produce some very, very good things. If you start with the wrong tools, you have to work much harder. We have all these other smaller pieces of kit, but that's the workhorse, but an amazing workhorse, right? With amazing performance, and that's the one that we rely on the most. And I think that if we were stripped out of that one, I think that would be definitely the one we'll be crippled with, without having that tool available to us. The menus always draw from our experiences, our dialogues, where I'm from, where our team is from, products that we love, techniques that we love. But we also wanted to do something a little different. We wanted to have a menu that is free. We didn't want to say, well, we're going to be Portuguese, or we're going to be Japanese, or we're going to be whatever. I mean, we try not to. I don't think we have a label. I think I'm not sure how I never actually thought about it, but I don't know how we would call ourselves. You know, in terms of like, you know, where would, you know, what are we? Are we Portuguese? No, we're not. I am Portuguese, but the menu's not. Are we Japanese? No, we're not. But we like Japanese products. Are we British? Yes, 100%. Like, we have most of our product is actually British and grown in small farms. You know, so where are we? I mean, we're Maos.